How y'all doing tonight? It is a lot going on, and we're going to check out a few of Chick Smooth videos. I have not seen the one where Joe Budden supposedly bans Drake, and I already have some thoughts on what might be going on with that, even though I haven't seen this clip. So we're going to play a Chick Smooth video for Joe Budden bans Drake, and then we're going to take a couple of views of two videos he has on Young Thug. One where Young Thug actually responds to the snitching allegations, and then when other people had things to say about Young Thug. But let's check out the Joe Budden video first and see what's going on.
YouTube Chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, Chicks.
Listen, Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. Drizzy Drake. You see what happens when you attack a hip-hop journalist unprovoked? Somebody that minds their business, you went out of your way to go call him a goof. For what? Was it worth it? Now,
and I don't know, a lot of people have covered Drake's comment to Rob Markman. I think he just likes calling people goofs. That's like his favorite, that's his favorite dig or insult, whatever. A goof calling other people goof. But anyway, if you don't know Rob Markman, he's like a journalist. He's now also a YouTuber. I think he's been in the music business for a while. But he is a pretty middle of the road guy. He was kind of middle of the road with when the battle was going on. And I don't mean not just stating the obvious that Kendrick won, because he did that. But I'm just saying he didn't he was very neutral, I could say, in his phrasing. So if Drake was going to have any problem with anybody, it's kind of interesting that he chose Markman to target when there will be so many other people he could target that literally put their foot on his neck. But it kind of sounds like Drake.
luckily for Drake, Rob actually spared him. He responded back on his channel to Drake and said, bro, I have no issues with you. All I do is critique music. I tell people what I like, what I don't like, and I'm positive over here. You're not gonna get me to crash out, buddy. And let's be honest here, Drake. If I joke back and call you a name, you might sue me. Now, all this also happens after Drake announced he was doing another interview podcast with Bobby Altoff. Drake caught a lot of heat, backlash, and outrage from a lot of people.
And let me tell you, I've never watched anything this chick has done. I've only seen clips on social media. I could tell from those clips she's not my cup of tea. I hear she's also problematic. I didn't look deeply into it because, like I said, I would never watch her content. This whole sarcastic thing she does, it's not interesting to me. And then to hear that she may have potentially done some things that are very problematic to our community. So yeah, it's a hard pass for me.
Saying, bro, what makes you think that we want to sit through another interview with you and Bobby? You keep going to these platforms to avoid having to answer questions about the beef and the battle with Kendrick. Even DJ Academics told him yesterday, Drake, after you put out this upcoming album, Iceman, you're going to eventually have to sit down and do an interview with an actual platform.
And when he does that interview, I know a lot of people are like tripping on Academics and Maul, because out of all these places that Drake is going, all these podcasters, all these streamers, all of these things, he hasn't done anything with them. Academics, to me, he tries to act unbothered, but you can see it. Maul takes the approach of, that's my brother in real life, and I don't really want to talk to him publicly, and blah 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 blah. Okay, I don't know. All I can say is, if Drake was to do a serious interview about this whole battle and the aftermath, I honestly don't want to see it with Academics or Maul, because how objective is that going to be? So I'd rather see him do it with Elliott Wilson, but he's not going to do it with Hill because he's now called him a rat. But yeah, I don't want to see him do an interview with Maul or Academics, but I agree with everybody else. It is funny, especially with Academics, that with all this floating around that Drake has done, all this ignorance he's done on all these people's streams, he hasn't shown up for Academics not once.
A platform that's not going to glaze you, a platform that's going to hold your feet to the fire and ask you hard questions. Well, today on the Joe Budden Podcast, episode 855, make sure you guys go check it out on Spotify or Apple Music. Joe was not a fan of Drake disrespecting Rob, so much so that he told Drake, "You are never invited to my podcast." If you're going to continue to attack black media and diss black journalists, you are not welcome to the biggest podcast in hip-hop.
Yeah. But okay, so somebody
Joe flexing
pulled up an old Rob Markman clip of him interviewing Tory Lanez, where Tory Lanez was spitting a Lil Wayne verse, and I guess he stopped at the end of the final bar so Rob could say it with him, and Rob didn't. So Drake comments underneath, says, of course, this goof Markman can't finish the bar. Rob Markman responds underneath the comment. Ooh, comment beef. Responds underneath the comment and says, what did Rob Markman say? He said, well, I would call you names too, but you would sue. And then that was the end of the exchange. Yeah. So the next day I go to get my manicure.
It's a good comeback. That's a nice comeback right there.
It was a body shot. It was a body shot.
I said a tweet earlier. Someone called him Supac.
So then the next day I'm getting my manicure and Rob responds on his platform, YouTube. And he's like, my response to, or whatever the caption said. And I click it, and boy, was this just the fucking cleanest reply that you could do. And I was so mad at Mark. I was so mad at Rob Markman. Too classy.
I loved it.
Nah, I like it. It was shady, but classy.
Why does Drake have such beef with Rob Markman? That's the thing I don't get.
I don't know.
Because for Drake to be Drake and take the time to actually go into the comments of a random post to come after
some old ass content.
Mark, have you not been watching Drake? Drake is willing to respond to people who are not quote unquote on his level. I mean, if you've been following me on this channel, you know how I feel about Drake. Okay. But even when he responded and put Screwface in the documentation, and Screwface killed him, by the way, on his song, on his diss record to Drake, he mentioned him. So he's actually elevating people by mentioning them. So that's actually a good thing for those folks, because he's actually putting more eyes on them. But the point they're making, like, why would he basically punch down? Have you met Drake? Have you met him?
Oh, right. It seemed weird to me.
Not to me. He seems to have beef with the way that everybody covered the Kendrick battle who didn't suck his dick.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
He has a problem if you went to the show and if he spoke to you. I think he just thinks that people sided with Kendrick and didn't give him a fair shot, and that manifests in these stupid beefs like this one.
Yeah, he's been on that since the battles, really.
And by the way, have y'all ever really looked at Drake? I mean, just look at this picture on the right. I mean, really look at him. Look at him. Like, especially like between the eyes. Have you really ever looked at Drake? Now, envision a sloth. Tell me you don't see it. Tell me you don't see it.
Maybe before the battles, some of the criticism has been taking place. I read an article in the New Yorker actually the other day talking about the decline of music review in general, music criticism in general, how like in the Rolling Stone or whatever, they used to just fucking bash people. And now it doesn't really happen as much because, partially at least because of fan bases being so rabid and annoying that it's like, it's not even worth
That's a good point.
Scathing somebody over. And,
That's a great point.
And to your point too, the person themselves can now just fire back.
Or now I'm never going to do anything with you guys.
Right.
Yeah. Like punish you for it.
Maybe I just didn't like your album, bro.
The artists that want you to review their music, I feel like you can tell now. And most artists don't want you to review their music.
Unless it's positive.
I think a lot of artists just don't want you to review the music. When Killer Mike came up here, when Jid came up here, when Offset came up here, you could just tell the people that, have you heard this album?
Yeah.
What did you think? I'm here to hear what you think. Versus the people that are playing a different game that don't really care about the reviews. They want to go to their controlled places, like their stream.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Erykah Badu meant when she said, I'm sensitive about my shit. Keep in mind, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. You could be sensitive, but what they're talking about right here is a little bit different. And especially when you're talking about Drake, we all know what it is. He wants to control the machine. He cannot accept that the machine has thrown him in the ditch and backed over him, and those are tire tracks on his head. He cannot accept that.
That they fuck with, or Apple or Spotify or Zane or just whoever they're going to.
Yeah.
Not somewhere that's so irregulated.
That's why I would love to see Drake, because I actually think Drake is a good interview. I think he's interesting and smart and funny and thoughtful. But he so rarely now goes to any platforms where he can demonstrate those things outside of the controlled environment. You know, like he's about to do this. I know he's about to do this.
Bobby,
another thing with Bobby, another podcast. I would love to see him go. It doesn't have to be here, although I think it'd be amazing here. But like, I
not invited up here, buddy.
Fair enough.
Not
good for you, because all that shit Mark talking right now, don't nobody want to hear all that. Don't nobody want to hear all that. Not those of us who we are like at this point, we are turned off to Drake, and we don't really want to know. No. Now, if Drake did a serious interview with some serious journalists, would I watch it? Oh, absolutely. I'm going to watch it because I want to see what he says. But at the end of the day, I'm going to walk away from that interview still feeling the same way I feel right now.
Invited. But see, I like the running theme of that. I like his problem with hip hop media, and I like hip hop media's problem with him. I don't want it to end.
Yeah, but just see, I want some answers.
I think I've gotten all the answers that I was looking for.
They've kind of manifested themselves. Back to your point that all the beefs that he's had with what's my man's name on YouTube that he was firing at before with the glasses, Fantano. Fantano, like he was fired at him however many years ago. Rob, now everyone, you,
but there's no accountability for it. Like we may get our answers for why we think he did a thing, but I think there's something interesting about saying, Drake, why did you do that? Why would you pick this? Why do you have picks? Or why did you make this choice? Or why do you think you won the beef? Or why do you think you didn't win the beef? Or whatever the thing is, whatever feelings he's feeling, we get it through the music, we get it through representation, but we don't get it from him on the platforms where people can ask questions back. And I just don't like that. And it's not just him. I mean, we see that with a lot of big stars. They just don't go on platforms anymore.
But it's different with him because now every day or for the rest of time, it just looks like a music video for Not Like Us. That's why. Stay over there with Aiden Ross. Stay over there with Bobby. Stay wherever you feel comfortable at. Right? You're still not. That's still a controlled environment.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
But stay over there. Like I kind of take offense that he even is calling Rob Markman a goof.
Yeah.
Rob Markman is comfortable in his skin.
Yes.
Never did nothing wrong
and a
to
good dude.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Just a good dude all around the board.
That gives a fuck about music, by the way.
He loves music, loves hip hop. He's fucking
that part.
Now, this is not the first time that Joe has hinted at not wanting to interview Drake. After Drake and Bobby did their first interview 2 years ago, Joe stated that Drake likes to control interviews. He likes to make edits. Basically, he has full control of the interview and how the interview comes out. Now, I believe Nicki Minaj also interviews the same way. She wants full control of everything that's said. She wants to see the final copy of the interview. And Nicki is somebody that Joe has sat with and done interviews with twice now. Plus, we've also seen Joe go on record and tell the audience that he's phony. Joe has gone back on certain things he said he would never do in the past. So, if Drake calls Joe tomorrow or even next year and says, yo, I want to get on the podcast, do you guys think Joe will actually turn down the offer? This morning, Drake fans were pissed off.
I don't think Joe would turn down the offer. Joe is very much in keeping his podcast at the level that it is. And I definitely do not see Joe Budden turning down this podcast if Drake offered him an interview. I mean, turning down the interview if Drake offered it to him. I don't see that. One other thing, though, about this Bobby thing, this Bobby girl who whatever. When she lost her podcast before she's kicking off this new one that I think Drake is helping her introduce, Joe Budden said on his podcast that she needs to call him, excuse me, because he thinks they could work something out with his company as far as getting her back on a podcast, because I guess this woman is popular or something like that. So as much as I'm listening to Joe say what he's saying right now about Drake, I have to wonder I have to wonder, is any of this because you feel like Drake has gone over there with Bobby? If what academic said has any truth to it, that he may be um, part owner of whatever she's doing or the company that she's doing her podcast with. I wonder if that has something to do with how Joe is kind of salty right now, because Drake has done a lot of dumb stuff, said a lot of dumb stuff, did a lot of things, and he never got to this point of banning him from the show. And I just don't believe Rob Markman was the thing to finally take him there. So I'm a little side eye to Joe about what's the real reason why you're banning Drake. But at the end of the day, I support anybody who will ban Drake.
Hearing Joe Budden ban Drake from his podcast. So Drake fans went digging. They found this old IG live from Joe Budden and Drake. This was back in 2020 quarantine times, where Joe and Drake were joking and laughing and talking about possibly interviewing with each other. You guys know exactly what's going to happen next, right? We're going to see Petty Drake in rare form. So that means Drake is...
And if you want to see the video he mentioned just now, because it looked like he had to cut that out, probably due to copyright. I think I actually have a clip of that video, or at least the audio, on a video on my channel that I did a while ago, just talking about Joe Budden potentially being a witness for Drake's lawsuit. So if you want to check out that conversation, that was very friendly, because it was definitely very friendly between Drake and Joe, and there's a little history to that too. So I got several clips, even when Joe was much younger, giving his opinion on Drake. And when I tell you his opinion on Drake when he was much younger, he could have been Nostradamus. Okay, you have to check it out.
Going to start playing chess with Joe once again. This means we're now going to be seeing a little bit more shots at Joe from Drake. We're going to see some name calling. Drake will now start to show love to platforms that Joe does not rock with.
And let's not forget, Joe did do a couple of diss tracks, I think at a minimum 2, maybe 3, to Drake back in the day. He definitely did that.
So that means we might see a possible Maul Drake interview in the future. Maybe a Taxstone Drake interview from jail. Shit, maybe even Drake and Troy Ave interview soon. Who knows? The man is petty. Either way, this is going to be very interesting moving forward. Even if Drake had no intentions of going up to the Joe Budden podcast, I'm sure after hearing Joe say he's never going to be invited to the podcast, Drake is going to be taking it very personal. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of Joe saying Drake is never invited up to the podcast? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Yeah, I say take that with take that with a grain of salt, because if Drake, hold on one second, y'all. If, what am I doing? You can tell I watch a lot of Kendrick. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna look at now a video of Young Thug addressing the snitching allegations. So let me just switch over to that video just one second. But yeah, as I was saying, I think if Drake came over to Joe Budden and offered to do an interview, Joe Budden's taking that interview, y'all. He's definitely going to take that interview. But anyway, let's switch gears now and look at what Young Thug had to say about the snitching allegations.
YouTube. Chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, Chicks.
So look at Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Hey, man, somebody tell Young Thugger he might gotta go do gospel. ATL, you guys might have a rap problem. Maybe. Possibly. Now, after spending the last couple of months...
What does this say? Young Thug, if you're a rapper and you're a rat, you gotta just go gospel, twin. Is that what Young Thug said? Okay, let's keep going.
Calling Gunna a rat, trying to make people turn on him. Karma has officially spun the block, and now Thugger is being held to the fire. Back in 2015, Young Thug did a 2-hour podcast with the cops while he was being interrogated about the Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. Now, let me just put this out there. This audio is not new. This audio actually surfaced 2 years ago. And even though it was never actually used in court, a lot of people are now calling out Young Thug for mentioning Pee Wee Roscoe's name.
This motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This nigga fucking, man, I shot at this nigga 2 us. I don't know, honestly, I don't know who the fuck did. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. Say no, Roscoe.
Now, I am far from being a part of anybody's street life, but would that not be, if Young Thug is who he professes to be in the streets, and especially with how he feels so strongly about what Gunna supposedly did, isn't that kind of like the pot calling the kettle black right now?
So, man, that man fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, because every day niggas broke a fucking ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Now, obviously, if you're a fan of Thugger, you're going to refuse to believe he was actually doing any telling. But if you're not a fan, or if you're neutral, you're going to say, well, anytime you mention somebody's name to the cops, that's snitching. You name dropped Pee Wee Roscoe's name while you were being interrogated, and then Pee Wee ends up catching a charge for the shooting, well, that's telling. Now, after all the backlash and people calling him out, Young Thug went on Twitter to address it. He said, you guys, they didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. #ratware. Now, personally, Young Thug, maybe you should have just kept quiet and ignored it. Let
me tell y'all something. Young Thug is a huge disappointment. You would think after he got off, if you want to consider getting off, because he's going to be on probation, damn, how long? Like 20, 30 years, however long that is. But you would think he would lay low. But since he's been out, to me, he keeps getting entangled in stuff that I could have sworn that judge told him to steer clear of while he was out on probation. But he keeps getting tangled up in this stuff. We haven't heard any music, but he keeps getting tangled up in street stuff. And I could have sworn that one of the conditions of his release was that he could not be getting tangled up in street stuff. So it's just like that guy who just got off for, he was accused of being one of the masterminds with the Young Dolph case. And the same night he was on social media threatening, Seti Nash, I think was his name, and talking about coming to LA and I'm going to do this. And these people are just like, you can't feel sorry for anybody who, like, just, I got off, okay, I'm back at it. Like, whatever, man. Whatever goes down is whatever. It's just whatever. It's whatever.
Maybe you should have just came out and said it was AI. But from this tweet, it kind of reads like you're accepting and admitting that you actually told, but because it wasn't used in court, you're good. Listen, I'm not the expert on who's snitching and who's not. I need all my street guys to get in the comments and let me know.
These rat rules starting to sound like Uno rules. You know how every household got their own rules on how you play Uno? These rat rules starting to feel like that, because I was under the impression, now again, I'm a lay person, so, what do I really know? But I was under the impression that if you are part of that life and you tell, that they consider that being a rat. It doesn't matter if it makes it to the courtroom or not. The fact that you told, period, you're considered to be a rat. Now, maybe it's not like that. Maybe I don't know what in the hell I'm talking about, but these rules are switching up. These snitching Uno rules are switching up.
Did Young Thug actually snitch? Are you guys classifying this as telling? And if you're gonna, how do you feel about this right now? Do you now go bragging on social media after Young Thug has tried to label you as a rat the last couple of months? You guys get in the comments below. Here's some clips from the interrogation. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Because the more money you get, everything be higher.
Do you like shoot in the studio? Can you shoot in the studio too?
Like shoot video? We like my house.
No,
Like a studio, yeah, you can shoot videos in the studio. You can do all that, but I seen a lot of rappers already that did all that.
Mhm.
So I be trying to make all mine. Like I really shot a video in my truck, like that type of shit. Like I do something like that. Like just because I don't seen a lot of people's. Like I've been around Birdman for 2-3 years now. When me and him shoot videos, he'll shoot the video inside the studio like he's not a comedian. Like bro, let's.
That lifestyle when on the boat.
Yeah.
On the boat, yeah.
But
And
that's.
then halftime, you was on
in a
several
that was
places.
in a car, and then
The main thing, like with the red, the red seat, the white meat floors and shit. That's my band.
you know, I'll be
It was
honest.
a bar or something in there too, wasn't it?
No,
Like a club?
it might have been studio. It might have
And
been.
halftime, remember it was like a club, cause I think you was like.
No, that was studio. Yeah, that was studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that password?
No.
No, okay. I told you halftime
So,
is
yeah.
the only thing that I've
Yeah.
seen, so that.
You like that video?
It was okay.
I like that one better than checks. I'll just be honest with you. I don't like.
You don't like shit?
No, because it doesn't have as many like
Scenes.
it's only on the bus, and then also just I guess the hook. It's just the same thing like over and over again. It doesn't like I don't know. I don't prefer. I'm just being honest with you, man. I like everything, but out of the main songs that are like out there right now, the main ones, Check is the one. Check is the lowest. I mean, to me, constantly hating, lifestyle, stoner, and halftime are better than Check. Just because I mean, nothing against it, man. It's just the money and then just checks. You know, I got me a check.
Is this just a conversation between him and the police? Now, this part is just talking about the music, so there's no ratting going on here. But okay,
I mean, it's just not. It's like it's simple. It doesn't get creative. I guess. Don't take offense to that.
Are you getting offended? You getting your feelings hurt?
Yeah, you fan?
Shit, yeah, he don't care what
He's
I
a fan. He ain't saying I hate you, don't like you. He like don't like that song. So you know that make me be like.
You get mad.
I don't say I don't like it. I just out of
If you
all
like,
the
you know, if you don't like that much, guess what I do?
You take it and you.
Yes. Really in real life, not just coming in front of you. I really would never make a song again that just plain saying the same thing.
It's the same thing over and over.
Because I always be like,
Now, but some people, because that can get stuck in their head. Some people might like that because it just gets stuck.
Yeah.
But
it's like
once
a catchy song.
it's catchy, so maybe if you didn't know you, maybe that'd be one to get your attention.
Yeah,
until
that's
you
what it
know. But once you know the whole album, it's like, man, that's the most basic one of them. You know what I'm
Should have
saying?
been like last.
Well, I'm just saying it's like basic. That's what I'm just saying. Compared to all the others, it's just basic. I mean, for what it's worth, but if the purpose of it is to just grab people's attention, well, then it does that. It did that.
Oh yeah, the check. It's like one of the best songs. It ain't even the song that I like. We just literally like.
What's your favorite song then?
My favorite song I got? It's
On the-
called Feel It. It ain't out.
Well, okay, on the album, what's your favorite song on the album?
I gotta think.
I don't.
Hard question, yeah.
I can almost name it.
Guess what's so weird?
okay, this is much ado about nothing. So I'm gonna move forward a little bit and see if he ends up talking about anything else.
No.
He said, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the lyric was no homo. We smoke dicks, meaning the blunts that we smoke are big. The blunts that we smoke are not regular sized blunts. That's the meaning of it. But people take it as
Okay.
people take it. But it's all
But, I mean,
it's all just something to make you think of.
what about
It's for that. It's to make you be like, huh? So that lets me know that you're gonna listen. You're gonna leave and be like, what the fuck is he talking about smoking a dick? Like, you gonna play that?
Yeah.
That play go to every million views, you get like 15, 20,000. So that pop, 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 it be the, you see what I'm saying? And so it be like, the things.
What I mean, but what about when you're saying you're gonna go to Holly Grove, meet me there?
Yeah.
What would you mean by that?
It means I'm on the way to Holly Grove, I have a show. I think it rained. I don't really do drops. Like if you go down my Instagram, you don't see me on my Instagram like, cause I do shows 3-4 times a week. So you don't really see me like, come here, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be here. I don't do that on my show, I don't do that on my Instagram.
Yeah, but you're talking to Lil Wayne though.
I'm talking to him?
Yeah, you're talking to Lil Wayne. In that,
No,
who are you talking to?
college fans. It rained, so They called me like, you need to put it on your page or we ain't gonna have all the money to pay you. You know what I'm saying? And then just off of what everybody is thinking in the world, it's a mastermind, it's a master plan for me, you see what I'm saying? To say, yeah, I'm on the way to Holly Grove, meet me there. We smoking them dicks too. Because if I can make a detective think that I'm talking about money, I damn sure can make 5,000 little people in the world think I'm talking about money. You see what I'm saying? I can't take no short. I think it rained for a couple of days though. I just want it rain a couple of days.
When you're down there?
No.
What do you mean rained? I don't understand.
It rained. They called me like, it's raining. It's kind of hell. So they were like, well, you just need to let everybody know that you're really coming. Because, some people probably like, is he coming?
Oh, so you just like get the hyped up.
Like, you let everybody know I'm coming. Like, okay, he's coming. They booed the fuck out of me too.
Did that hurt your feelings when they booed you?
Yes. You ain't see me on stage?
Why they?
It was over the internet. I'm like,
why'd they boo you though? Like because of Lil Wayne?
Yeah, because they like me and Lil Wayne got like we beefing with each other. So they like when I come to his city, they like, ooh. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's fucked up.
That's crazy. Then
so why would you buy tickets to someone's show just to boo them? I don't get that.
Lives at ATL.
And then out of like it was like probably 900, 1,000 people, probably 1,200 people.
Well, that's kind of funny because that is exactly what Drake was hoping. What happened to Kendrick when he went to Toronto, he thought that his fans, his natives would boo, but that didn't happen. But Young Thug is saying, I guess he was in New Orleans, that Lil Wayne people were not having it and he got booed. But that conversation, it feels like something the police are doing to try to be very conversational with him, to get him to loosen up and probably talk about a whole lot of stuff that he shouldn't be talking about. But anyway, so at the beginning of that, you heard him talking about a person in particular, and it was crime related and that type of thing. So now we're going to take a listen to some of the responses that have come out from other folks about Young Thug and what people have heard and whether or not he is a snitch or not, or whether they see him as such. So let's just take a quick listen to the last video. Let's see here. And again, it's a Chigs video. So here we go.
YouTube. Chigs. Get ready. You know what to do, Chigs.
So look at Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we officially have an ATL Royal Rumble on our hands. Who knew all it took for everybody to come out and speak their piece was a little bit of audio of somebody allegedly snitching? This is absolutely insane, you guys. We have everybody coming out the woodworks, speaking their piece, whether or not they think Young Thug snitched. Now, after this audio of Young Thug dropped where he mentioned Pee Wee Roscoe's name.
This motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This nigga fucking, man, I shot at this nigga too, but honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. And knowing Roscoe, man, that man fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, because every day niggas broke a fucking ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
He quickly went on social media to address the allegations. He said, you guys, there's no way I snitched. They didn't even play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. Right where? Now, the man of the hour, Pee Wee Roscoe, spoke out, and he cleared Young Thug's name.
One way to break it down, the best way. Hey, man, a snitch is someone that comply with the government that's bargaining for their freedom when they have done something illegal. A statement, a rat, a snitching, it's nothing selective about that. You feel me? If I go to jail right now and I got a co-defendant and they charge both of us with murder, or they charge me with murder but they don't charge him, how can There's no way it don't make sense. So I'm just trying to break it down in today's society, what a rat is, what snitching is. No selective politics, man. Jeff clean as Listerine, man. Clean as Ivory soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in the interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we sell the Wayne Carter weed. What the fuck is wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here. Lineup selective. That's him. He did that. He didn't do that. He did what a taxpaying citizen do, a real street nigga. Kept it solid, kept it overly real. You feel what I'm saying? Really tried to pull me out the hole. So shit, I don't. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the PR, now y'all don't remember when I was locked up. Now let me just show you how the PRs and the internet selective politics. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real. When I was locked up and Jeff was locked up, we went viral. When they was like, that's the type of friend you want. He was like, man, Roscoe ain't told y'all the damn thing. Yeah, that's to be there. That's the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like all those niggas, everybody is in the state room, in the interrogation room, and they gave statements. You know, we're gonna throw the paperwork party tomorrow.
This then prompted Rollo to speak out on the allegations.
What's doing, jail?
He told on the phone they took his glasses.
What they took from him?
His glasses.
They took Roscoe's glasses.
And he told the police on them folks. And he a great street crip. He got in a fight with the Bloods. He didn't help them folks. He stayed behind the door.
That what Roscoe did?
Yeah, he said, I'm a
did
devoted
Roscoe
Christian.
tell?
He said, I'm a devoted Christian.
Roscoe was a devoted Christian. Did Roscoe say he was a devoted Christian?
Yeah, he said.
So he get online with all this. Always got another dude money in his hand. Always got another dude sticking in his mouth.
Mm.
Like, why they get online and don't come outside? They never come outside. You gonna put me in this. I ain't got nothing to do with home. Nothing to do with home. I ain't even went up. Now, keep that same energy that y'all did to everybody else to him. Y'all ain't got me messed up. Y'all know I ain't going. You ain't gotta respect me, but you ain't gonna disrespect me. I bet you ain't been a day a dude came up on me and called me a rat in my face. You know, we crashing out. What we doing, huh? We crashing out. I wasn't even gonna say nothing about Wham. I wasn't saying nothing about Thug. I wasn't saying that. I was keeping my mouth closed, staying out the business. But y'all on here playing these type games. Now, if I posted this video or audio of this man saying he never said I told on him, what y'all gonna say then? I wonder, is the world gonna say they sorry? You think Baby J gonna say she's sorry? No. First thing Baby J gonna say is, Rollo must have paid Freckle Face Sean to say that. Oh, when 1090 Jake went up, guess what they said? Rollo must have paid 1090 Jake. Some of y'all told the truth. Yeah. Around here playing. All this playing, man. What qualifying you be street niggas? Cause y'all ain't made no money out the streets.
Now, even YSL co-founder YSL Mondo spoke out on the allegations.
Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your ass, bro. Cause you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a RICO and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, he came back and bought your bitch in the ass. But that ain't the key. The thing is, too, though, he brainwashed people. He still got motherfuckers on the bitch talking about, and you heard it with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers talking about AI and did that in the third. And, oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about gonna rat it from saying, yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not make a rat by saying shit? They said Roscoe shot the bus up.
That's funny though, because that's like I was saying earlier. There must be some snitching rule changes, because normally when we hear them talk about snitching, that would qualify snitching. I'm just worried about all these people. I don't really like. It just feels like this is the type of thing where things start percolating and somebody gonna get hurt. Young Thug might even get hurt, but you know, he doesn't know how to live differently since he's been out. So
Like Roscoe did 10 years behind this shit, and you just got on the internet to rat on you? Boy, your ass so brainwashed, it's sickening. It's so gay and weird to me, but y'all be on my ass about being a real. Rich, I'm not studying the internet, but I'm just letting y'all know how brainwashed and weird the world and the internet is, y'all. Come on, my brother. Roscoe, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than the rat itself. You did 10 years, twin, behind this shit. Roscoe, you did 10 years behind it, brother. And you just come on the internet and say a nigga didn't tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times. You feel me?
And finally, you know things are bad when you have Lil Woody being the voice of reason. So far, Woody has the best take that I've seen.
Guess he got to take for me the one with the less sense out of everybody. Is y'all seeing what these people are doing to us? Y'all sitting right here trying to expose this person, expose that person, say this person this person that. Bro, they're trying to demolish this whole thing. Stop letting these people beat y'all. What's wrong with y'all? Like, who cares? Who cares? Make money, get money. You know what I mean? Like, y'all niggas out here tripping, bro. Y'all letting y'all emotions control y'all. Y'all niggas out here in crash out mode. All on the internet. Stop. Y'all, goddamn, bro. Y'all ain't tired of it? Niggas spent all them days and nights in jail complaining about missing time with their kids. But now, y'all want to impress some people that don't care nothing about y'all. Man, live y'all life, man. Take care of y'all family, man. Leave the internet. The internet is designed to destroy us, man. And they got me on here talking with all this damn good sense. Y'all niggas need to be ashamed of yourself.
Now, I know what some of you guys might...
Okay. Kudos to Woody. Okay.
say to Woody, hey, bro, didn't you start this whole thing with your lies? Either way, you gotta admit that this is pretty fucked up. Please stay out of the streets, kids. It's not worth it. You guys get in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
So I'm sure there will be a lot more to come on this story. I just hope it doesn't turn violent, but y'all know with this type of life and this type of thing, it is likely to turn violent. But if they had any sense at all, they would listen to Woody. It's not... Well, I guess they have to think it's not worth it. And you would think that Young Thug would be like, have his nose super clean after beating the charges that he beat, kind of. Because, you know, that long-term probation. But anyway, those are a few videos from Chig Smooth just kind of updating us on, you know, the ban Joe Budden has allegedly, or I say allegedly just because he did ban Drake from his podcast, but y'all know that's not real. That is absolutely not real. If Drake says he wants to come on that podcast and wants to interview with Joe, do y'all really think that's not going to happen? It's going to happen. I think Joe Budden is upset about him working with Bobby because he said on his podcast, when she lost her podcasting gig with some company, he said to her, you need to call me so we can work together and we can get you, you know, whatever lined up, I guess, with his company. And now he sees her doing whatever with Drake. I think that may be at the root of what's going on with, you know, Joe all of a sudden feeling the need to ban, because I'm not buying your banning Drake over Rob Markman. I'm not buying that. And all this Young Thug stuff, well, we'll just keep watching. We'll just keep watching because y'all already know. Y'all already know it will be more. It will be more to come for sure. All right. Well, that's it. Thank y'all for dropping into the live. Please thumbs up the live. Drop a comment. If you're not a subscriber already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And until the next time, bye y'all.